Okay, let's go back to this. I don't know where the Mark Rowley part is. I'll get to it in a minute. But anyway, back to this girl. Listen to what he says here. Because of XYZ is why she got an opportunity. Not merit. And not like she didn't have the merit. Not that she didn't have all the other qualities. Of course she did. But you putting her on some form of pedestal because she's got... Wait for it, wait.
All of her success because she was a Muslim, because she had a Muslim headdress. That is why the British Bashing Corporation, the BBC, loved her, gave her all of these own shows. And yet now, because she has had a personal and professional failure, she is trying to gaslight us all by saying that her success was nothing to do with being Muslim, but her failure now is everything to do with it.
Right, so here's the thing. Of course, if that's your start point, if your start point is going to be taking shortcuts, using gimmicks, fetishizing certain attributes, of course, these are things that are going to ultimately become a point of failure in themselves. You can't base your successes on what do you call it? On aesthetics, can you? No. You have to have depth. So, like, yeah, she might have been a great baker, and she might have been quite pretty, and then she's got that sort of look that, you know, makes her sort of appealing to, say, South Asians, Africans, Middle Easterns. She looks like she could be from anywhere. Like, you've got people from the Middle East who look like that. You've got people from South Asia who look like that. You've got people from Africa who look like that. You know what I mean? Because she had a headscarf and she had those big eyes and she had that nice sort of appeal to her. She got it. But did she have the substance all along? Because if she had the substance all along, she would have said, "Do you know what? I've been given all these amazing opportunities by the BBC. They picked me out of every single body. They picked me out. They singled me out and they made me the exception." So they've effectively just used me as some form of performing monkey, really. And I was happy to go along with it for a while. But now that, you know, trends have shifted, because that's what they do. Trends shift all the time. And, you know, your sort of appeal has faded over time. And as it's been faded, you have not been evolving. You know what I mean? You haven't come with much evolution. You've been doing the same thing over and over again for a number of years. You've made a lot of money. You've used your platform, you've used your privileges to do what with it? To do what with it? To help other people? No. To learn, evolve and grow? No. To open doors for others? No. You were just like the little chimpanzee at the petting zoo. And now you're complaining. Well, fuck you. Fuck you for real.
And I'm glad to see people blow the whistle on this. I mean, I did it a couple of weeks ago, but a massive row has now broken out, in part because Alison Pearson has just written the most amazing column for the Daily Telegraph, saying, if Nadia Hussein thinks she's suffered from BBC discrimination, she should try being a white man. And I will go into her argument.
Right, okay. I'm not going to go into this. White people occupy too many spaces, okay? That's the reality. And white people are not that clued up on a lot of things because they're operating within their comfort zone most of the time. They're not forced to challenge themselves in any way. Let's face it. You don't go to a white man or a white person for things like creativity or anything, really. Seriously? Like, they're not tested. And this Nadia, right, talking about discrimination. Yes, there is discrimination. But what does she do to use her platform to help alleviate some of that discrimination for her fellow hijab Not even all of us, black and brown folk, but her hijab folk. She didn't do diddly squat.